And good afternoon and welcome to the Michigan News Channel, Southeast Lower Michigan, Detroit. Our breaking news alert today is the possibility of severe weather that is going to be breaking out in the Midwest. We're going to pinpoint where it's going to hit much more coming up. When I come right back, we're going to detail that and let you know who's in it for the severe weather and how bad it's going to get, and other changes in the weather forecast as well. So stay tuned, and then we'll also talk about the warm-up coming up in just a few. Stay tuned. We're going to update the forecast and tell you more on the severe weather coming up after this. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. And you're watching the Michigan News Channel, Southeast Michigan, Detroit. We'll be right back. And actually, we are updating the potential for severe weather to be breaking out in the Midwest, and we have Chief Meteorologist Eric Tallman standing by with an update. Now, I'm kind of surprised to see this, and we just posted this morning, but it was not upgraded until now. Eric, let's turn it over to Eric. He's got more on the specifics on what is going to happen. I think you've got more to this than just what you have up on the screen right now, Eric. Well, actually, let's go ahead and talk about this. We'll go ahead and tell you exactly what's going to happen here. Now, we've got okay, I'm sorry about that. I was trying to get in the, okay, there we go. Thank you. I'm sorry about that. Okay, anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the situation that we do have going on right now. We have a category 1 that is marginal risk. So if it's in darker green shaded, that's marginal risk. Category 2 is slight risk for severe weather. Now we have enhanced risk. We're going to go ahead and zoom in here and show you specifically. Now, the enhanced risk is actually another concern that I'm basically going to be focusing on. And then with that, we have an expansion of showers and thunderstorms that are going to be developing. So it looks like this is going to be another type of severe weather event that we're really going to have to focus in on. Now, we're telling you guys in advance that this has now been updated. And now we have a category 1, meaning marginal risk. Category number 2, slight risk, and enhanced risk is category number 3. So we're really going to watch this thing, and a lot of areas are going to see thunderstorm development, just general thunderstorms, but we're really going to keep a really close eye on this weather maker that's going to happen right over here. Now, we're going to show you little bits and pieces of where this storm system is coming from, and it looks like it is expanding, and it's almost, going to be a big outbreak of severe weather. So we've got more breaking news on what this storm system is going to do. We have all of our staff watching this very closely, and I most definitely will be monitoring this for the next 24 to 48 hours since that this has now been updated. I'm really concerned about what this is going to do. So potentially we might be talking Tornado Alley for, I would say, let's go ahead and zoom right back in over here. I would say probably there may be the possibility of tornadoes that could develop right along in that area in orange. The orange indicates enhanced risk, so I am just going to tell you, it wasn't as bad as we thought it was going to be, but we just had noticed that category 3 has now also been added to the list, so we're going to kind of watch that. And I'm going to check over the outlook again just to make sure. I wouldn't be too surprised if we get a category 4 or 5 that might be upgraded. I can't really say right now because I don't have specifics specifically. So I'm just saying we will keep an eye on the lookout, and if this does get upgraded again, we will update this forecast immediately and let you know. So potentially, I'm kind of surprised. So I'm going to wait and see what this thing's going to do, and if the severe weather does expand and goes towards Michigan, just have to be prepared. But for right now, severe weather is not expected for the state of Michigan or Southeast Michigan or none of the metropolitan Detroit area. So us here in Michigan, we're just expecting thunderstorms, and that doesn't come until Tuesday. And then we have severe weather just way to the west of us. That is supposed to develop, so we're really going to have to keep a very close eye on the Midwest. Very closely. I'll be watching that even on Monday especially. So just giving everyone heads up. Severe weather is returning once again, and this time it could be a big impact. I'll tell you how bad it's going to be and what's coming with it and everything. So it looks like we're going back to square one again. I told you that it was going to be a roller coaster ride, and it looks like it's going to be. So we're going to wait and see and play it out and see exactly if it gets any closer. We might have a situation that we may be dealing with. But for right now, Southeast Michigan is in the clear of all the severe weather right now. That doesn't mean that it could happen, but the weather changes every minute. So that is the reason why I am very concerned about the situation right now. So we'll continue to watch this, and we're going to show you in the other half of the show coming up in just a little bit where this action is coming from and what it's going to do. So between Monday, Tuesday is going to be very watchful here in the Midwest with the severe weather that will be developing, and I'll have full coverage on all of this coming up in just a little bit. So rack, rattle, and roll, it's coming back to town. So thank you for joining us, and we'll see you in a couple of hours. We'll have another update at 6 o'clock.